say what I say, say what I say, say what I say. Girl, why you do? Girl, why you do? Girl, why you do? Girl, why you do? Do it that way. Do it that way. Girl, why you do?
Well, yeah, so I mean, I was in Miami last week and you performed with the Nightman Music Festival. How was that, man? How was the energy of your concert, that festival?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I was super sick at Miami at 9 Mile, so it was really rough. It was one of my roughest shows I've ever done. So, but it was fun because the rest of the gang was there, Chronixx and Kabaka and stuff. And we all did our thing together on stage. That's always great.
Okay.
And I mean, Miami's good. We always get good vibes in there.
Nice. So,
did you like the show? Did you get to see the whole show?
For the 9 Mile?
Yeah.
No, I found about it too late. It was
Oh.
9:30 because I came back from a cruise, from a Jamaica cruise.
Oh, you went to Jamaica?
Yeah, what's your reviews?
Oh, nice. How did you like that?
It was good, man. I wish I had more time to spend my
Yeah, of course. Cruises to get you in it.
Yeah, so hopefully next time I visit Jamaica, hopefully I'll spend a few more days there.
Nice.
Yeah. But from what I saw today on stage and from the Ancient Future album, your selection of beats is very interesting. Like, they're quite different, but at the same time, they kind of stick to the same thing. So how do you select the beats?
Where are you from? Bermuda?
Kenya.
Kenya. You sound like you come from Bermuda. Beat selection is one of my things. I think I'm very good at picking good beats. I'm very meticulous about it, so I hear 30 beats and pick 10. But for Ancient Future, Winter James was really the person that was coming up with the ideas for beats, and almost everything he gave me I liked. So it wasn't really hard to select beats. I was like, I really like this, I really like that, I really like that. So we probably did 14 songs for the album and we ended up using 11. So it was like just going through, wanting it to have an old song but yet still have a futuristic song.
Yeah.
So it has the blend of hip hop and old school reggae. So it's a joint thing between me and him for the beats I Ancient Future.
Okay. Yeah, because I can see that especially in Criminal and Protoje.
Yeah. Criminal was the first beat he sent me for the album. That's the beat that started the whole thing.
Yeah.
When I heard that, I was like, yo, I know it's going to work.
And probably one of my favorite songs from Ancient Future has to be Protection in the Flame.
First and last song, yeah.
Yeah. How did those two come about, especially Protection?
Protection was the last song for the album that we did. So we had the album finished, almost finished, but we didn't have an intro song. So Protection was like the absolutely last song. And what happened was that I wrote the verses for Protection on the Criminal beat.
Okay.
And then when I went home, he was like, yo, I have a beat for the intro, and then he played it, and then I was like, yo, I have the lyrics.
Yeah.
So we did Protection. And then Flame 2 was a song I was writing to be the intro song, and then I realized it wouldn't have been, and then he did that whole rock thing in the Flame and with the guitars and the whole indie stone. He went really big on that song. So we knew it was the perfect song to finish the album. Like, what could you really play after that song?
That's true. So I mean, it sounds like in the early stages of putting the album together, you're getting back and forth, the arrangements. So is that something that you're very hands-on, or is that something that is a more collaborative effort?
Definitely collaborative. We and Winter work very good together. Like, I know what his strengths are, he knows what my strengths are. He has final say on music, and I have final say on lyrics. But we both help each other. I would help him with beats. I mean, I can't really help him with beats because he's like really good, but I mean, like, I give my opinion and stuff. And then lyrics, he may come to me and say, hey, I have an idea for this song, what do you think? And I'll write it out or whatever. So it's really collaborative, it works very well.
Nice, nice. And one thing that I think is very popular in Jamaica is the act, the act of using rhythms. And as yourself, do you find yourself more into rhythms, or do you just like making songs from scratch?
Well, I mean, as you can see, I don't really do rhythms.
Right.
I mean, I have 5 juggling rhythms in my whole career that I've ever done. The last juggling I did was for Winter, just because I promised him that I would do one of his jugglings, because I missed Rootsman rhythm, because I was supposed to do it. I should have done that rhythm though.
Yes, I would
have had a big hit. Because all the songs on that rhythm are hit songs. I should have done that rhythm.
Yeah.
But here I don't like doing rhythm, because my sound, my whole thing is to make my sound unique and original. And if I'm on a rhythm with 8 other artists, how original is that? Whereas if we go and build our sound, formulate new sounds, I guess I'm kind of selfish too. Like, if I have a rhythm, I don't want other people to be on it.
Right. Interesting. I never thought about that. How did the title Ancient Future come about?
Just as I said, just wanting to, or love for music from the 80s, but not wanting to make music that sound like it was 1980. Wanted to update it and make it sound like 2016. Make youths that are coming up want to make songs like that. So it's like the ancient and the future together,
Yeah. Interesting. What's your favorite song on the album?
Who Can You Call?
Who Can You Call?
Yeah, track 10. It's my most personal song. But my favorite song to perform from the album is Criminal.
Criminal?
Yeah, I love to perform.
Obviously that. I was kind of, I like the fact that you actually
I'm ready for you whenever you want.
have a song out. Answer to Your Name.
Yes.
And I saw the performance you guys did on stage with the keyboard. What's his name?
Paris.
Paris. Okay, sick, man. You killed it tonight.
I think it was Styling that he was talking about.
Styling.
Yeah.
Styling is the one. And then he did So Clean.
Yeah. It's dope. Anytime he does that, I love that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know, the guys surprised me tonight, because I didn't know we were going into that part. He just kind of went into it and he started to do his thing.
Yeah.
But you know what's nice is like to be an artist and be able to like just step back and sink into the background while somebody else from the band is like singing, and the crowd is, that's him.
Yeah.
And the crowd is is vibing with him. It's like the crowd doesn't need me to be singing to enjoy themselves.
Right.
They find something else within the music and the band to enjoy and to rock into. I was just there chilling for like 2 minutes. He was doing this thing. It was really nice.
Yeah. A few more questions. What was the most challenging part of making an album?
Just staying on top of things, like week by week, day by day. When delays happen, when things take longer than it's supposed to be, it's just patience. It teaches you patience, believe me. Because we put everything into this album. Me and Winter had a lot riding on the album. It was a big risk for me to work with a producer that didn't have work out at the time like that. So it was like, I believed in his work because he was just brilliant. And him too, like to dedicate 2 years of his life to one album where he could be voicing artists all over, but he just decided, okay, we're gonna do this. So it was like belief in each other that it would work, and the patience to be like, oh, this is not going how we want it to, or we're running out of resources, but let's keep doing it. So it was just a lesson. I think the big lesson was just patience and to be steadfast in what you believe in, and it worked out for both of us great since we put it out.
So, talking about reggae music, where do you see reggae in the next 5 years?
Yeah, I don't even know where I see myself in 2 hours from now. Much less 5 years.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, this is going good.
Yeah.
It's going good. There's lots of interest coming back to Jamaican reggae music. Lots of people flying into Jamaica now to research on the music. Lots of people globally now. When I came here 2 years ago, it was probably half full. Today it was sold out. Maybe next time I come to see it, we play in a bigger arena. Maybe 5 years from now we play Key Arena like Justin Bieber on Wednesday.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah.
I want to see that. Yeah, and talking about that, there's something about the music now that I feel is coming back. Is that being able to stay authentic to the pioneers, people who paved the way for this music. So, as fans, as listeners, what can we do to keep that alive?
Just keep sharing the music. Just keep sharing it, spreading it. There's so much good music coming out. There's Protoje, there's Chronixx, there's Jesse, there's Kabaka, there's Dre, there's so many people. There's John 9, Raging Fire. There's lots of people really doing it right now. And many more too, and many more to come.
Yeah.
But if we keep sharing the music, spreading it more, our generation has a unique way to share music. We can just go online and my music is on SoundCloud and you can tweet it or do whatever and keep it spreading. So.
Probably the last question a little bit, because really short quiz.
Quiz.
It's not gonna be too tough, man.
Okay.
But in terms of performances, do you change your set list a lot when you perform, or do you kind of have a consistency?
Depends. We'll have like 45 minutes set, 1 hour set, 1 hour 15 set, 1 hour and a half set. So different variations. We play like in Jamaica. We had an Ancient Future show, so it was only Ancient Future songs. Maybe on the East Coast it's a little bit different. Maybe in Europe, because we've been to Europe so much time, we won't play the same intro. It's just different. It just depends on the vibe.
Cool. So hopefully ready for this quiz. 5 questions. Simple. No, you can look at it.
I'm kind of cheating about I'm missing everything.
No, so I know football is big in Jamaica.
Yes.
What's your favorite football team?
Arsenal.
Oh, yes.
This is Arsenal guy, right?
It's rough being an Arsenal fan.
Yes, they disappointing us too much.
I love Arsenal,
I'm Liverpool, man.
It's good, man. One of my best friends. I love Liverpool. I love Steven Gerrard.
Yeah.
It's wicked. One of my favorite players.
Okay. Nice. Interesting. I think also Kabaka Pyramid is
He's Arsenal. Chronixx is Arsenal. Winter is Arsenal.
Okay.
Lots of us like Arsenal.
Yes.
You guys got a click.
Yeah.
So, funny enough, when you're performing, somebody offered you a joint.
Yes.
And so I gotta ask you, do you prefer blunts or joints?
I'm a blunt kind of guy. But I can't smoke blunts as much anymore because it gets me sick sometimes. But I smoke spliffs mostly, but I love a good blunt every now and then. Like a Swish or a Philly or a Backwood. Every now and then I really love it.
Okay, nice. Favorite hip hop artist?
Ever?
Favorite hip hop artist?
Ever or no?
Ever. Let's do that. Actually, no, let's do now. Let's do now, because...
Favorite hip hop artist? No.
Yeah.
I'd say A$AP Rocky,
Okay.
I'd say A$AP Rocky. I love his last album.
Yeah.
So I guess favorite hip hop artist ever is probably Jay-Z.
Nice.
You're expecting Nas.
That's true.
But I love Jay-Z because he's the artist I studied the most to come up with my style. Like I just love his patterning and his wit, and so I'd say him.
Favorite vacation spot?
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica?
Hands down, by far.
What is there? I've never been there yet.
It's just, I don't know, it's one of the, alright, first of all, it's one of the most, what do you call that now? What do you call like when, like the country that has lots of wildlife preserve? So it's like...
Natural.
Yeah, it's very, very natural. It's like, I think like 70% of the land is still in its natural state. And like the beaches are like it's developed but it's still laid back, and just it's very rainy and windy, and I love rain and wind. So like in the nights there, when it's just windy and rainy, it's just the most beautiful place. And trust me, love it.
Interesting.
You should go if you get the chance.
Keep that in mind. I don't like the rain.
No?
We're from Seattle, man. We don't like this one.
Yeah.
So last question.
I like this because it's good.
Okay. You know, you make a lot of songs, and you know, if you had to choose between lyrics or melody, what would you pick?
I'm a lyrics guy still. Like, I'm a lyrics guy. Like, you know, some artists are just brilliant at melodies. Everything they say is just a really sick melody, and I really respect that. Like Chronixx is very, very good at melodies. Like Chronixx will sing something about, hey, I'm backstage doing an interview and it sounds good. It sounds like a hit song. Like for me, I grew up on hip hop, and the lyricist would be just 16 bars of whatever, and that's what I always used to do, just trying to make my bars tight and my lyrics tight. So I would say lyrics for me.
Nice. What do you think about the new? Sorry, last question. The new Chronixx mixtape.
Wicked. I was listening to the whole lot today.
Yeah.
It was wicked. He's very versatile artist. He's very brilliant, and he can do anything he wants to do. If he wanted to be a dancehall artist, he could do it easy. If he wanted to do reggae, he could do it easy. So I think the Roots and Childs mixtape is a good move. I like listening to it, and I'm looking forward to hear his first album whenever he decides to drop it. I know all of reggae music wants to hear a Chronixx album, and myself too. I really he's one of the artists that I listen to everything he does. Like his Dread and Terrible, the Roots and Chalice, like, you know, we're really cool from day one. I first heard him, and I'm really proud of what he's doing.
Awesome, man. Well, Protoje, I want to say thank you very much for this interview. Thank you for coming to Seattle and working with us. I'm surprised that you like the rain a lot.
I love the rain. I mean, it's weird. I don't like the rain when it's cold like Seattle and it's gloomy and so forth. Like if you're in a place like Costa Rica and you're overlooking the ocean and you're up in the forest and it's rainy and you have a blunt and you have a glass of red wine and you're chilling out, it's not too bad.
It's not.
It's not too bad.